Hello, YouTube. This is DeAndre Dobbs. Happy Sunday. And I am back with another YouTube video. Actually, this video is going to be good. Basically, this video is like a hot tea, hot upcoming news video. The latest tea scandals video. I ain't going to say scandals, but it is a new video, and I just got this information today, and I found out the information last night. And the sources that I got it from, it was trending, so it was legit. So I decided to look the information up, read it, and I thought I'd just go on and make a video about it and give you my opinion and give you all the information how I feel about this that's been going around in the news and stuff. So I just thought I'd give this video a shot and give it my all like I've been doing. And yes, indeed. Also, I would like to I got some good news. I got some good news, and the news is this weekend I went on my YouTube channel and I got a phone call from one of my best friends, and they told me that my channel had got 954 views. So I went on there and I saw it, and I was like floored. I was shocked, and I was like filled with so much happiness. I didn't know what to do. So I thanked my friend, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get on here, make a video, and give a special thanks out to all of y'all who has supported me this far, who has come a long way with me this far, that has stuck with me, that has really gave me the support to uplift me. I really want to thank you all, my friends, my supporters, all who has been there for me, and I really appreciate that. I want to thank you. And I was getting so many messages. Like, I got a couple of messages telling me that keep doing your videos, keep up the hard work. And even though you started out small, I started out small, it's going to eventually get better. Because the person told me, they say most people will give up if they don't see the gratifications. But me, myself, I'm not giving up. And I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because I love doing what I'm doing. And I love to just, I'm chasing my dream. I'm doing what makes me happy. I'm doing what keeps me afloat. As long as people love my videos and I'm getting that positive energy and that good atmosphere, that's all I really care about. So I want to thank you all. Thank you all so very much. So let's get on to the video. Okay, this video today is going to be about Chris Rock, Will Smith, and Jada Pickett Smith, and August, this rapper named August. I don't want to get his name wrong. I call him August Augusta. I'm just going to say August Augusta. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Okay, here we go. So it was just trending about Chris Rock. He had his special out on Netflix or wherever he had his special on. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't watch Chris Rock. I don't watch none of his stand-up. He's corny to me. I'm just going to give you my opinion. He's corny to me, and he's like doing the most. So I'm going to tell you why. So last night, he was on Netflix, and he was doing this special. And of course, when you get on Netflix and you doing your specials, your comedy routine, a comedian or somebody has got to roast somebody. It's got to drag them in the mud. Okay, but guess what come about? He brought up the conversation with Will Smith, Jada Pickett Smith. Also, August. but we're going to get to that in a little bit. Okay, so Chris Rock basically just brought out that what happened at the Oscars last year, and I'm pretty sure all of you know what happened at the Oscars last year, 2022. Chris Rock was basically making jokes about Will Smith's wife, Jada Pickett Smith, who I didn't know had alopecia. I think it's some kind of disease, where you lose your hair. That come about, he was joking about that. Like, the jokes that he made before that joke, they were laughing at that. Like, Jada was laughing, Will Smith was laughing a little bit. First, Chris Rock made the joke about G.I. Joe or something like that, and about Jada Pickett Smith doing in G.I. Joe and this and that. But then they were laughing at that. But then Chris Rock brought up the point in the joke where she had alopecia and along other stuff. And when he brought out that, Jada Pinkett Smith had that entanglement with August back in 2021 or 2020, 2020 or 2021, he joked about that. And then that's when Will Smith decides to get up and go on stage and just slapped them. See, at first when he slapped them, me, myself, along with everybody else, I think a lot of people thought that was part of the show, that there was a skit, that there was like, that it was like fake. I thought it was fake and I thought it was acting. But I had no idea that it was the real thing. Like, Will Smith literally slapped the hell out of Chris Rock. And then after Will Smith slapped him, Chris Rock, he like played it off and like was laughing and then said something. And then Will Smith told Chris Rock, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." That's what he said. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm just going by what I know and what I saw. And that's what he said. And I'm pretty sure if all of you watched that many times as I have, that's what really happened. Because I think it's just crazy. Because, I'm just going to give you my perspective on it like I always do. Was Will Smith wrong? Did Chris Rock deserve to get slapped on stage? Was it out of line? Well, let me give you my perspective and my opinion on that like I always do, and I'm going to keep it real 100. Will Smith, part of me saying he was wrong, and then part of me saying he wasn't wrong. But I'm gonna give you the side where I say he was wrong. To me, he was wrong for doing that, on national television. You got all these people watching. You got all these people at the Oscars, these celebrities. You got all these people staring at you. And you got all these people's looking. You got everybody mum. You know when something big like this is going to happen. You know when people's get to talking. It doesn't matter if you are a celebrity. It doesn't matter if you're not a celebrity. People's are going to talk 100 regardless whether you like it or not. They're going to talk. Especially if something big like that happened, they are going to talk. And at the end of the day, you cannot stop that. You can't stop talk for going. People are going to talk their shit. People are going to talk they talk. Especially with something like that roll around. And then when something like that goes round and round, you best believe everybody is not going to tell the truth the way that it really happened. They're going to try to mix it up. They're going to try to mix it up, stir it up, add more stuff to the stuff. It's like a recipe. It's like a recipe that you're trying for the first time. You're just going to put everything up in there, combine it all in one, keep putting stuff in there, putting stuff in there, and then stir it up, till it's combined, till it starts smelling. And then that's when people ain't going to tell it the way it was. So basically, I think he was wrong for just doing that. Like, this part of me saying he was wrong for doing it. Because He's on national television. You have all these people's looking at him. And he was wrong about doing it because, you know, he could have been like, he could have went up on stage and he could have talked to him. He could have whispered in Chris Rock's ear and said that, yo, man, I don't think you went a little too far. I think you shouldn't have said that. I think you should, like, literally just apologize to me and my wife for saying that, especially my wife, because she's got this disease. She's got this, you know, she's have a lot going on. That's what he could have did. He could have pulled them to the side. They could have paused the camera or something. And he could have pulled them to the side and they could have discussed this like adults. They could have done that. Will Smith could have done that to Chris Rock. That's how I feel. He was wrong about that. That action that he did, that he pulled, got him removed from being invited to the Oscars for 10 years. Last time I checked, he is not able and he is not welcome to come to the Oscars for 10 years. Will Smith is not welcome to come to the Oscars for 10 years. That's a decade to me. That action that he did, that caused him not to be able to go to the Oscars for 10 years. And that is sad. That is crazy because, you know, that action that he did, that stunt that he pulled, doing that to Chris Rock, slapping him, that's what it got him. And he was wrong for doing that. But now let's move on to my part. Why he wasn't wrong for doing it. Like I said, I'm going to give you my opinion. Why he was wrong for doing it. Why he wasn't wrong for doing it. Now I'm going to tell you why he wasn't wrong for doing it. To me, he wasn't wrong for doing it because you know why? Because he stood up for his wife. He was standing up for his wife. Chris Rock pushed the button. He went a little too far with it, which he did. He went a little too far with it. And Will Smith basically was doing what he thought what was right to do. And I don't blame Will Smith on that part from doing that because Chris Rock, he really went too far. And I'm going to tell y'all something about Chris Rock as well, y'all, because you best believe I got something to share about Chris Rock and my opinions about him and my perspective about him. Will Smith, he wasn't wrong for defending his wife. Yeah, Chris Rock went too far. Will Smith did what he had to do to defend his wife. And of course, when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, people were like, and you know, they had them, they had that meme. You remember y'all when that happened, they had them memes going out. And everybody, you know, they showed the picture, everybody's reaction. And they was making a meme about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Yeah. So, yeah, he wasn't wrong. That's another part. He wasn't wrong. And I don't blame Will Smith because Chris Rock, he took it a little too far. And when you think about it, you know, it had out that, you know, we all saw the picture, we all saw the statements that, you know, Will Smith tried to apologize to Chris Rock. Will Smith literally tried to apologize to Chris Rock, and it was a picture. He basically tried to apologize to the man, be a man about it, apologize. Chris Rock didn't want that. He wanted to just keep adding fumes to the fire. Like, to me, Chris Rock was just being a big baby, and he was being a big bitch. He was like, basically, he was like being a big ignorant person to Will Smith. Like, at least Will Smith, the man, is trying to apologize. At least he was trying to apologize for his actions, what he did. Chris Rock didn't want that. Chris Rock just want to make everything worse the way it already is. And it's just crazy. Like, bro, come on now. And then, to me, I think my opinion is what drove Will Smith to going through this action, what he was doing. Okay, this what drove him. This is my opinion. What drove Will Smith to do that to Chris Rock? Okay, think about it. Will Smith and Jada, they've been going through problems in their marriage. And you know that entanglement with Jada Pickett Smith in August, what I told you about, that's what really drove Will Smith to the edge. You know, that's what drove the fire to be building up, and all that animosity built up inside of Will Smith. That entanglement with Jada Pickett Smith in August, the rapper, all that built up inside of Will Smith. And when Chris Rock brought that up and brought up that thing about Jada Pickett Smith having alopecia and she losing her hair, that kind of what really drove Will Smith to do what he did. That's how I feel about it, and that's my opinion. That's how I think what happened. Because when you going through something the way Will Smith and Jada was going through, I'm not sympathizing for that. I'm not sympathizing. I'm just being honest and real. I think that's how that came about, because you know when you go through stuff like that and it builds up that animosity, and you're gonna reach your breaking point. So that's what I believe what happened between Will Smith. That all that just started building up, and he just went up there and he slapped Chris Rock. He couldn't take it no more. That entanglement that Jada Pickett Smith did with August and everything. That's how I feel about that. So that's how I feel about the whole situation. And Jada Pickett Smith, listen, I know that she's sick and have alopecia, but none of that does not excuse the fact of the actions that she's been doing either. She's been doing things too that wasn't right. Because she's done things that wasn't right too. That entanglement with August and Will Smith, I don't know. I don't know what kind of marriage they got. I don't know what kind of marriage they got. They marriage was on the rocks. They kids doing all types of stuff. I don't know what in the world going on, what in the hell going on. Willow, I don't know what she's got going on. Jaden, I hear crying and stuff for no apparent reason. Like, why is you crying and ain't nobody outside? Like, literally, what's going on? Like, your kids are weird. Like, come on now. But they doing their own thing. But you know, Will Smith now, you can't take away the hard work that Will Smith has done. He's played in tons of movies. He's played in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He's played in um Hitch. He's played in Independence Day. He's played in the new movie that he's done. Im, Im, um Im, I can't pronounce that word. The new movie that he got coming out. Like, he's played in a bunch of movies, like Men in Black, all that. He's played in a bunch of movies, and he also played in a movie with his son. And you can't take away what Will Smith has done. He's won awards as well. Like, you can't take away what he's done, and he's made music. You can't take away none of that. So Will Smith, he's good. Like, he's trying to build himself back up. Yes, he messed up. He made a mistake. And I think a lot of people's mad about that is because, you know, these men, they were both black, and they were both saying that these men, black men, we shouldn't act like this. We shouldn't do all that. You should have thought about that before he done it. A lot of celebrities were saying that this and that, giving their opinion. Yeah, that's true. That could be true that, you know, it shouldn't have been done the way it was done. But think about it. Chris Rock is really the blame for it. Think about it. Chris Rock brought this on himself, that slap and everything. And I'm going to tell you why I don't condone what Chris Rock did. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not too fond of Chris Rock. And I never have been. And I'm going to tell you why. Don't get me wrong. I watched this show, Everybody Hates Chris, and I watched his movie, Head of State, that he did some years ago. But I'm going to tell you why I don't condone with Chris Rock. Okay, Chris Rock bring up all these jokes that hurt Will Smith, that hurt his wife, right? But Chris Rock really ain't got no room to talk. Because let me tell you why he ain't got no room to talk. He ain't got no room to talk about no damn body. About these entanglements that Will Smith wife Jada did with August. Yes, that's painful. But Chris Rock ain't got no damn room to talk about no damn body. About all the corny stuff and corny shit he done did. Okay. He going around letting people's say the N-word. He going around letting these people like Jerry Seinfeld and whoever else say the N-word, and he laughing at them, laughing about it. He think it's funny. Like, bruh, sit down and take several seats. Like, literally, Chris Rock, you literally need to sit down. Let's be honest. You might be funny with your comedian stuff. You might be funny with your comedy. I don't watch your comedy. I don't. I'm just going to be honest. I don't watch your comedy, Chris Rock. Because to me, it's like, of course, a comedian gonna drag other people's. Okay, cool. But when you done the stuff that you've done, Chris, like he letting these people say the N word and he laughing about it, thinking it's funny. Like he literally, forgive me, y'all, no offense when I say this, he literally selling his soul for some of these white peoples that's famous. And knowing they ain't give a damn about them. Okay, I take that back. I reverse it. Let me just say this. I'm just gonna go on and say it. The only like he's a black comedian, he's a black man, right? Okay. The only reason that these celebrities and these comedians like Jerry Seinfeld and everybody else, the main reason that they like Chris Rock is because he got money and he a celebrity. To me, my opinion, if Chris Rock didn't have no money and he wouldn't have done what he did, these people wouldn't fool with him. They wouldn't fool with him. But he going around letting people do stuff that don't make no sense, that's gone overboard. He don't want to say nothing to them. He don't want to do that to them. Why? But you want to make jokes about, he wants to make jokes about Will Smith and make jokes about Jada Pickett Smith about her alopecia. He claims he didn't know, but who's to say? He says he didn't know he had alopecia, and he was making jokes about her and August the rapper, and about her being in G.I. Joe, something like that. Okay. But this is my question. Was him and Will Smith cool at one point? I don't know how it is now. But I can tell you, Will Smith literally tried to apologize to that man. He's literally trying to get back up and do movies and stuff and appearances and stuff. Will Smith literally trying to apologize. But Chris doesn't want that. He wants to make stuff worse than it already is. And if I may say this, the entanglement was real, y'all, because August the Augusta made a song about it, and I found the lyrics on a source, and you know it's real. Like I like to bag my stuff up. I like to bring my receipts when I buy something. I like to bring my receipts. I like to let people see them. So you got to think about it. You have to think about this stuff. I looked up this information before I done this video, y'all. And I just had to talk about it. And it's like, it's crazy. Because when you think this is over, it's not. Like, when you think it has died down, it's still getting back up in the media and something. Listen, I know I'm not a celebrity. I know I'm not famous yet, and I'm hoping to become famous, and I know it'll take some time. Y'all, I'm not being messy. If I'm being messy, I'm sorry for you, but I'm just speaking my facts. This is a freedom of speech. I'm just being honest. Will Smith was wrong in a way. Chris Rock, he was wrong in a way, in a bunch of ways. Will Smith just thought he was doing the right thing and protecting his wife and standing up to her. Will Smith is basically going through a lot. Like he was basically going through a lot. Like his wife cheating on him with August in this entanglement. And they was having problems before, I believe. And the man can't catch a break. His wife got alopecia. And it's like it all built up in his system and he couldn't handle that no more. So he retaliated and he slapped Chris Rock. Maybe if Chris Rock would have shut his mouth and wouldn't have brought it out, it would have never happened. I get that you're trying to make people laugh. I get that you're trying to build your fan base up continuously. But on this route, I'm going to have to side with Will Smith. I stand with Will Smith. Because Will Smith, he's a hard worker. He's played in numerous movies. He's won awards. And also, if I'm not mistaken, I think Denzel Washington or Tyler Perry tried to calm him down when he did that and talk to him when it went on commercial. So I stand with Will Smith. You can't turn on Will. You can't listen. A lot of people got mad at Will Smith. A lot of people were saying that Will Smith were calling him all types of names and stuff. Listen, say what you want. A lot of you may not agree with me, what I said on this video, and that's totally fine. A lot of you may not agree with me. You can tell me in my comments that it's totally fine, but that's how I see fit. That's how I see the whole thing. Because Chris Rock, he crossed the line. Chris Rock just need to shut the hell up. He better be humble that he still have a career. Just my opinion. But I really hope that this stuff gets better for Will Smith because he has been through so much and he has tried so hard to get back the way he was. So I'm really hoping that everything gets better for him. I'm hoping everything gets better for his marriage. I really hope everything gets better with his children and his family and his career because he's legendary in my book. So that'll be all for my video today, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm so sorry if I went a little overboard. But hey, I just had to speak my facts, So I want to thank you all again for liking my videos and watching them and giving me so much positivity, feedback, comments. It's greatly appreciated. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I said I was going to do this video and I done it. I did a poll and asking y'all would y'all like me to do a video about Will Smith and Chris Rock and Jada Pickett Smith. I did a yes, a no, or maybe, but I haven't checked it yet, but I'm going to go back and check it, but I already done it. So in case, I'm going to edit it and I'm going to upload it and we are going to, basically keep doing us. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. And I want to thank you all for the views and for the subscribers and for who has been supporting me along the way. Thank you all so much. So I hope you all enjoy this Sunday. Bless y'all. God bless y'all. And I hope y'all have a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful, beautiful day. Thank you all. I love you guys. Bye-bye.